Hi, welcome to part two of the Newman Talk. Right, let me share the screen and show you what this is all about. Yeah, right. So the Newman Talk with Hashan Haputhanthri. Of course, you can come to my YouTube channel and we can have a discussion via Zoom, and you can see it on Facebook and LinkedIn as well. Right. So what I'm going to do, this is the second part, which I thought of informing you all on another episode with regards to online universities, right? So let me share that presentation now with you, and let me elaborate as to what that I have on show for you, right? So let me put this on full screen. Yeah, great. Okay, all that glitters is not gold. Part two, be aware, top online scams. Or it can be a scam alert for you, right? Okay, what do I have in store? If an unknown entity suddenly appears to the limelight and start offering the most trendy subject lines by showing various accreditations, then you must be on alert. Also, the look of the online logo, color combination, claims of the brand might not look like Sri Lankan but foreign. Also, check who's behind this academy and what are their credentials. US News ran a super article on this, and I thought of sharing this with you today. 7 warning signs on online degree is a scam. Avoid being duped into choosing a fake online degree by looking for accreditation and dodging aggressive salespeople. So you have I have shared with the link, I have shared the screenshot. US News carried out a super fantastic article, or rather warning signals, which I have shared on my LinkedIn, I have shared on my Facebook as well by now. So time to time, I will bring up these beautiful articles that can expand our knowledge, right? So nothing personal, thought of sharing with my in my YouTube channel to you, right? So this is the photograph that been put to the US News. And for prospective online students searching for a degree program can sometimes feel like being lost in the wilderness. The ubiquity of online education programs comes with promise of quick, effortless degrees that seems to good to be true. Sometimes that's exactly the case, and students who are duped by the schemes are left with a sizable hole in their wallet and no legitimate credentials. The growth of online education in recent years has led to more opportunities for legitimacy and transparency, says Judith Eaton, President of Council of Higher Education Accreditation, which works to provide quality assurance in higher education. Despite the growth of online education, scams and diploma mills still persist on the web, right? Below are 7 signs that an online program may not be legitimate. Accreditation status is murky, that's number one. The name seems prestigious and vaguely familiar. Number three, earning a degree seems fast and very easy. Number four, there's no evidence of student services. There can be one or two people behind the phone who's answering, and then they'll say, I'll come back to you. The address seems fishy, right? There is pressure on or incentives to enroll. They pressure you. The program requires a lot of money upfront. So very similar to part one, but this is another way of looking at it. So accreditation status is murky for any kind of degree certificate. For any kind of degree or certificate or diploma, you want to make sure that the accreditation status is recognized through the Council for Higher Education or the U.S. Department of Education, says Lee Matthews, Executive Director of the Distance Education Accrediting Commission, which works to ensure quality in affiliated online education programs, right? Now, you can also check in Sri Lanka, you can also check from the relevant authorities that this is accredited, is this is valid, why these accreditations is being given to this institute, You can check, right? So it will be. The next, the name seems prestigious and vaguely familiar. Sometimes programs will steal a renowned name. Let me come back to you again. Huh? Sometimes programs will steal a renowned name and modify it just a little bit. Nothing says. Some even fabricate faculty names and credentials. Right? So you need to be aware. These names, logos, symbols that appears. It can be, it has 3 stars on it. So you think it's a foreign university. So you need to be very, very aware as to what this name is all about. Earning a degree seems fast and easy, number 3, or the third point. Prospective students should hear warning bells as soon as they are told they can get a degree without much time or effort, experts say. One example is schools promising college credit for experience in military or workforce. This is an article that I'm reading from the point of view of a US perspective. While prior learning assessments are used to many accredited colleges and universities, credit doesn't come with my work. Many accredited public and private universities use these options. But the key is they still require effort. There is going to be some type of exams or portfolio or credit or enrollments required as part of gaining credit, says Linato Kafi, Director of Research at the Online Learning Consortium, which promotes digital educational options in the US. So even here, you need to see why you are being exempted. How come, how fast that this gets going, right? So you need to check that, right? So that's another point. There is no evidence of student services. Legitimate online programs should have a host of resources available to students, including technology support, academic advising, and library services, experts say. If prospect students don't see evidence of these resources or if they can't speak to other staff members, then they should be suspicious. That's a huge red flag, O'Coffey says. So guys, you need to check the customer service or you need to check to whom can you speak with regards to your service, right? The address seems fishy. Students should check both physical and web address of an online institution to gauge its legitimacy. Most colleges and universities will have a URL ending in .edu, experts say. So pages with other domain extensions should raise flags. A .edu web address is not always for certain a legitimate thing, but it's good place to start, Oak says. If a supposed college physical address is difficult to find or PO box is listed, that may be another warning sign. Yes. Right. So let's go on. There is pressure or incentive to enroll. I said this at part 1 also. Prospective students should watch out for high pressure sales pitches from recruiters. They will come out with various techniques to get you enrolled. So that's another point. The program requires a lot of money upfront. Expert says that one sign of shady online operations is demanding money upfront. Do the research before you make a financial commitment, Matthews cautions. So the program requires a lot of money upfront. They want to put at least 50% of the program. So be aware of that. So that concludes my little presentation with regards to the part 2 of Be Aware of Top Online Scams. I'll be coming back to you soon, and please don't get caught to these wayside online academies, which doesn't carry any weight that that is being put forward to. So until then, we'll take a short break and we'll be back. And please subscribe to my online YouTube channel. Thank you.